and only 4 wins over France. But I think it might be a real chance for France to beat them. Samoa then in the ball with Afamasanga, and then Famai Aki. Is that full? Well, almost forward, but no. Pass into Merfur. Did well in the last game. He got 3 tries. Here he goes again. This new player this season. He first played in Las Vegas. 3 tries in the last game against Sri Lanka. Martel, Foe has the part. Yeah, is that going to be a try? No, it's not. Not as yet. Still with the ball. Burahwa knocked them back. Here's a Foe again. Into the hands now of Merfur, but taken off. And France has the ball again. Buaha. Oh, perfect. What a lovely bounce for him. And here he goes again. And the pass into the hands of Renaud Domas. Is he as quick as he has been? Yes, he is. Good try. I don't know why the crowd don't like him, or France generally.
I think it's the French more than not liking Delmas, because he's a terrific player. But what a cruel game this is. They've gone coast to coast. The turnover was effective, and then the lovely looking bounce there. Borohua regathered. He knew he had support on the inside. Delmas received the pass. Still had 1 player to beat. He raced out to his left, and then he stepped off his left to bring it around. And that's a terrific response from a very, very good French side.
Extraordinary, really. He's up till now, it had 75 tries. Didn't score any in Tokyo, and he hasn't had 1 today. He has now. Well, I don't like the crowd booing against the France. I spend a lot of time in France, living over there, and I love the rugby there.
Started about 19 years ago, Nigel. I remember sitting in the south stands back then.
Yes.
And there was always a song about, oh, here they go again.
Look at this. Vakatawa. I think he's tremendous. He's a new guy. He's only 21-year-old and a young player being in Racing Metro. And he only played his debut was last weekend in Tokyo. He got 2 tries and he's now got 3.
Well, he scored the most important one, which got them through to the final. And that's just from an error from the kickoff. There's a huge group of supporters for the French. I'll tell you what, they're not booing them. They just enjoy at the moment. And Vakatawa, what a player he has become.
Well, that's pretty quickly, isn't it? Just within 3 minutes, it's 14-0, and both conversions. Burahwa. Remember, of course, no Paul Albaladejo, the most experienced player of France. 46 tournaments he's played, but he's sitting out for 2 suspended anyway tournaments. Into the hands of Martel from Maris Samoa, one of these new players, and this is also another who's been based in Perniki in Wellington in New Zealand. Now can they get back Rupane into the hands now of Famai Aki. Aki again, nice support from Rupena. Picked up by Aki again. Penalty here. They'll want to take it quickly, do Aki into the hands of Afamasanga. This time it's Martel. Knock on, little mistake by Gregory Foe.
Not back to 10 metres, and so they'll get another penalty. But when you start to lose a little bit of confidence, your head drops, you start making mistakes, and that's the problem with Samoa at the moment. Ball in hand of Afamasanga. And now Fa'apale, former captain, taps.
The captain, Fa'apale, into the hands of Aki. Well held up, but still with Samoa. Oh, a knock on again.
Well, the disappointment you can see is looking at his former captain, Fa'apale. saying I needed the ball a little bit higher than that. But Eupena, he's a good player, but he actually moved before the ball had arrived at his hands and lost the ball forward. Have a look at this. There's the pass. Yeah, it just dropped. Really, it needed to be a little bit stronger, and disappointment for the Samoan fans.
Well, it's a new team, isn't it, this Samoan side? So many changes. 8 new this season, and so many experienced ones are no longer selected. Although the captain, Rupeni Villavasa, is actually injured, so he's a key player missing. France this time into the hands of Logel, passed it again to Vakatawa. Here he goes again. He's a big, strong man, but he's quick as well. Almost 16 stone, but he's quick. My goodness me. He's a star, and he's smiling. He's very, very happy.
Why wouldn't you be happy in a capacity crowd stadium? He is really relishing this. The lovely cut with Logel. In, fend, out, and then pace. Have a look at the smile. There's the big Fijian smile. He can't believe it. And then he says, ball, here's a little kiss for you, and I'm going to put it on the ground too.
10 seconds.
What a performance. Zirimi Vakatawa. Just 21 years old. And a big, strong, and quick. What a start for France. Well, I thought, you know, there would be a problem for Samoa, but with those 26 wins and only one, France have beaten them 4 times. They're now 19-0, coming up to half-time. Fa'apale again for my Aki. Perhaps a chance for him to make a try. Oh my goodness, he's given it to Delmas. Another try. 4 tries for France in this first half. What a performance, but what a disaster really for Samoa.
Mistakes are costly in this game, and he scored one earlier. Delmas gets a second, and look at this. He did all the right things, Aki. He is just trying to set it up there to pass it to Fa'apale, who could see jersey number 7. But Delmas read it like a book, and he scampered away. 4 tries to France in the first 7 minutes, and he's delighted.
Yes, he hasn't been so spectacular this season, but last season he was, and he's been played all these seasons, and he's now got 77 tries in his